Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from the 11th of March to the 17th of March. And this is for you coming from Gemini. So let's start with the 11th of March. Not a very good Sunday for you. Morning, afternoon, not so bad, but emotional planets are all having a lack of direction. You yourself are being very moody and you don't know which direction to take for the morning-afternoon period. And of course, these planets don't bring good news. They bring about differences of opinion, and you are oversensitive to anything. And so the morning-afternoon period is better if you don't take the lead. Whoever you are with, follow them and let them take the lead, and just sit back and hour by hour try your best to enjoy it. If you are the follower, then you won't have too much problem. But if you are wanting to take the lead, these planets don't have the energy, and so they make you into a point of difficulty by making wrong decisions. Evening and nightfall gets really bad. Now, these couple of planets of evening and nightfall are also there in the morning and afternoon session. And throughout the whole day, you can have accidents which can be physical, emotional, or verbal. And with all that happening, you'll have to be very careful because anything can go wrong. So morning, afternoons, try to lie low and let others plan whatever. And evening and nightfall, if you don't have to be out, I'd rather you go back to the safety of your own home. But even there, you will feel very lonely. So you might as well be out. But choose your company very carefully. You will meet people who will cheat, who will lie, who will have to have personal motives and try to get what they can out of you. All that can happen. So the last thing you want is for all this to get you down and feel somehow robbed or being somehow not well treated or somehow deceived. So that's why I said that if you don't have to be out, be back in the safety of your own home. The 12th March, Monday, morning and afternoon is really bad. You can get very bad news morning, afternoon and early evening period. Bad news in your job, bad news in business, bad news about love affairs, bad news about health, bad news. You have to face it. You can't hide from it. So you have to tell yourself, wherever you are, tell yourself, I have to be extra careful in what I say or what I do. That's the first step. The second step is to improve your self-esteem and your self-confidence. And tell yourself that you can manage things. So focus on what is essential at your place of work or in business. The hours will pass. It's not years, it's not months, it's not weeks, it's not days. It's just a few hours of these negative planets. So you just go slow, hour by hour, concentrate on your functioning, your duties, and whether in job, whether in business, and correspond with people only that you feel good news can come. And don't expose yourself to any risk or you'll pay very dearly one way or another. And definitely don't want to be stubborn or to be over brave. Evening and nightfall planets improve. Not by very much, but they improve. Not by very much because they are slow, and you in Gemini are used to fast planets and you want everything instant. This planet can't give you that. But he can help you meet people who will help you in a long-term basis. Not exciting people, but very down-to-earth, good people who are waiting to help you plan for a long-term basis. So it's worth your while going out with people, meeting people, because something of good news will cheer you up on this very difficult day. The 13th of March starts very well. And now at your place of work in business, you are just open to receiving very good news, meeting very good people. And if you're chasing for a romance, you will be able to do that as well. There is a very aggressive planet also roaming around in the morning-afternoon period. This planet of aggression firstly will attract himself or attach himself to your tongue. And so make your tongue be as sharp as a weapon. And the way you say things, you can hurt people that way in more ways than one. So don't allow that to happen. Take the soft approach, verbally and in action as well. And this planet will leave you alone. can't do much, gets tired by the wayside. And so you will be able to do morning, afternoon without being aggressive. That's what I want. And you will achieve very good results of what you do in the morning, afternoon and early evening period in whatever you do. Chasing for a romance by all means, but again, no aggression, no over-determination, no prodding, don't be stubborn. Evening nightfall, now that's a problem because these aggressive planets say that's our time now. Well, your other good planets also will be there, but they are now a bit overcome by these aggressive planets. So if I were you and you don't have to be out, don't. Just go back to the safety of your own home. But if you have to be out, take the soft approach, use words which are soft, a body language which is soft, a tone of voice which is soft, and nobody will ever find you provocative. That's what these planets want you to do, to be provocative. And of course, when you do that, somebody else is going to return the provocativeness as well. And so things get from bad to worse that way. So take the soft approach and be polite and be nice to people, and you'll find that the hours will go by and you'll do pretty well enough. 14th of March, what a brilliant start. A wonderful couple of planets, morning, afternoon and early evening, giving you very good news in business, very good news in your job area, chasing for a romance, very good results come very quickly. Your ego is shining, and so your aura is doing very well. And so go all out and go and achieve what you want in the morning, afternoon and early evening session. This aura that I talk about is shining, but it can also shine with arrogance. So leave the arrogance at home, don't bring it along, okay? Evening nightfall, you are going to be very popular, and you're going to be a person who can be popular, but somehow this popularity turns people against you. It's a very complex evening nightfall period. And so if you are arrogant, you'll find that people are against you. If you are humble, you'll find that people will love you. So be humble and be cooperative and be willing to help. And you'll find the evening nightfall session will be wonderful. And you can meet some important people in the evening nightfall session. The 15th of March, which is a Thursday, it starts brilliantly for you. You are absolutely lucky in the morning, afternoon periods. So that's when you want to get the busiest and meet people you want to get something from or to give something to. And you'll find morning, afternoon session, so much good results happen so quickly. And so be out and about looking good. And if you are at work or if you are in business, very good results will come for you as well. Your creativity is really top end, really at the top on this 15th of March morning and afternoon period. Now there is also one planet roaming around in the morning, afternoon. This is the planet of, what shall I say? It's the planet that makes you moody and makes you think of emotional situations, that leaves you not using facts and figures. So do the opposite. Everything you do throughout the whole day and especially evening and nightfall period, try to use your logics, go with facts and figures, don't be too dreamlike, don't be infatuated definitely, and tell yourself that you are among people who are very indecisive or who can't really help you. But you'll get some assistance because your good planets of morning, afternoon are also seen in the evening period, so all is not lost. So if you work towards logic and facts and figures, you will do much better evening and nightfall period. The 16th of March, Friday, now that starts very badly and is going to end even worse. You've got 24 hours there waiting to create problems for you. So it's a working day, Friday, and you may be in a position of blame because blame wants to come very fast. Mistakes can be made very easily, verbally or even action-wise. And you will be a person who many people will be jealous of you and backbite you and want to get you into a situation where you do things wrongly. So you cannot leave it to people to do things for you, or even their assistance might be not good enough. Try to get things under your control at your place of work or in business and do everything yourself. So you need to concentrate on your deadlines at work and your commitments in business. And then you'll be able to lessen the trouble. anybody else involved, and they will create problems for you, and you are the one who will bear these problems. That's the kind of morning, afternoon I'm looking at, and drive very carefully. Accidents are easily there. Evening and nightfall becomes worse in the sense that your luck is just about rock bottom, and you, whoever you are with, somehow the wrong thing comes about, what you say or somebody else says, or what you do and somebody else does. It just ends up very wrong. So if you don't have to be out, go back to your home. And you are in familiar surroundings, and maybe you'll drop a glass and break it. Well, that's fine. Something usually will happen. Small things happen, fair enough. But if you are out with people, the wrong words said, you'll create enemies of a big scale. And they, of course, will later on hunt for you. And so be careful, evening, nightfall people, nightfall, the people you are going to be with, double check them before you join their company. 17th of March, Saturday, starts well and ends well. Starts with slow planets. So your planning is going to be a bit slow on this Saturday, and if you are working, things will also be slow at your place of work. If you are doing business, it will also be slow. Move along slow. It's a Saturday, take it easy. Just tackle what you have to, and you will just pass it hour by hour. The difficulty is not there at all. It's just that the slowness of planets tends to make you a bit frustrated. Don't. Tell yourself it's a Saturday. Most people may not be working. Let me just pace. Let me go on that slow pace and just enjoy myself, and whatever I can do, let me do it well and slowly. Evening, nightfall, the pace increase, and these planets start to move really fast. It becomes very exciting in the evening, nightfall period. Many things can happen. Good news comes very quickly. Be at the right place at the right time. In fact, just be out and about, and you will just find one way or another, you just get plain lucky. So be out and about on this Saturday evening and nightfall, and you're not going to regret it. You will meet people unexpectedly and suddenly. You will be doing well unexpectedly and suddenly, and say things unexpectedly and suddenly which others love to hear. Nice evening and nice nightfall period. Well, I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And in those 90 minutes, I will tackle your next 7 or 8 years of your life in all areas of your life. And that will be based on your date of birth and your time of birth, and looking at your palms and face, reading you as well while we Skype. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me a message or send me an email, and let's get down to getting your next 7 or 8 years under your control. Until then, thank you and good luck.